Okay, so let's talk about job security. I think um, something that we all think about, we all want, this idea, you work hard, climb the ladder, and boom, like you're set, right?
Yeah.
But what if I told you that job security, it's basically a myth.
Mm.
It's like believing in the tooth fairy,
Mm.
or finding a politician who actually keeps all their promises.
Right. I think you hit the nail on the head there. The concept of job security, it's a relic of the past. It's a story we tell ourselves to feel safe and in control. But in reality, it's much different.
It really is. And it's not even just about entry-level jobs or specific industries. You know what I mean? It's literally everywhere. You could be a star employee one day, the next, you're getting that email, that dreaded restructuring email.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen it happen to friends, colleagues, family members. Nobody's immune.
Yeah, it's wild how that illusion of job security persists even in the face of overwhelming evidence to the contrary. Like we see companies laying off, thousands of people even when they're reporting record profits. It's wild.
I know. And it's almost like we're hanging on to this outdated model of work while the world around us is changing so quickly, so rapidly. We got automation replacing jobs, global pandemics like shaking entire industries, and inflation eating away at all of our savings.
Mhm.
I mean, it's enough to make anybody question the whole system.
Yeah, so if clinging to this idea of job security is setting yourself up for disappointment, what's the alternative? And that's where the power of building multiple income streams comes in.
Multiple income streams. Okay, now I'm intrigued. But before we kind of dive into that, I think it's important to understand why why is job security fading so quickly?
Sure. One of the biggest factors is the shift in corporate priorities. So many companies are increasingly focused on maximizing shareholder value, which, often means putting profits over the employee well-being.
So it's all about the bottom line. Basically, employees just become expendable.
Sadly, yeah, that's often the case. And that short-sighted approach is creating a culture of fear and instability in the workforce. People are afraid to speak up. They're afraid to take risks, and they're afraid to even think about leaving their jobs, even if they're miserable.
Yeah, it's like we're all stuck on this hamster wheel, running faster and faster, but getting nowhere. Really.
That's a great analogy. Working longer hours, taking on more responsibility, yet constantly worried about being replaced or downsized. It's exhausting. It's unsustainable.
Yeah, and let's not forget about those toxic work environments. Sometimes, like quitting a soul-crushing job, it feels like the only way to kind of keep your sanity.
For sure, yeah. The rise of toxic work cultures is a major factor driving people to seek alternative ways of earning a living. When your job is negatively impacting your mental and physical health, it's a clear sign that something needs to change.
So we've got companies prioritizing profits over people, automation replacing jobs left and right, and toxic work environments. And that's not to mention the looming threat of future recessions and this continued rise of AI. It's kind of a bleak picture.
Yeah, it's definitely a challenging landscape out there, but amidst all this uncertainty, there's a glimmer of hope, right? And that's where this concept of multiple income streams comes in. It's about taking control of your financial future and building a safety net, so that you can withstand all the inevitable storms.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to learn more about this. I think multiple income streams sound like the life raft we all need in this choppy economic sea.
Totally. It's about creating financial stability and freedom by diversifying your income sources. Think of it like building a strong financial foundation with multiple pillars instead of just relying on one single shaky leg.
All right, I'm all ears. Break it down for me. What exactly are multiple income streams and how do we start building them?
We'll get into the specifics in just a bit, but first I want to share a personal story that really solidified my belief in the power of multiple income streams.
Oh, a story. I love stories. Hit me with it.
A few years ago, I was working this high-pressure corporate job, one of those jobs that comes with a fancy title and a six-figure salary, but also demands long hours and just constant stress. And, I thought I had it made,
Right.
but deep down I knew something was missing.
Yeah, I've been there. It's like you're on this treadmill of success, but it's going nowhere fast. You're making the money, but you're not truly fulfilled, are you?
Exactly. And the worst part was the lack of control. Like my entire financial well-being was tied to this one job, this one company. It felt incredibly vulnerable.
Like all your eggs are in one basket, and that basket's hanging precariously over a pit of uncertainty.
That's a perfect analogy. And then, as if the universe was trying to send me a message. I got laid off out of the blue. It was a complete shock.
Wow, that must have been rough. What did you do?
At first, I panicked. I had a mortgage, bills, responsibilities, but then something interesting happened. Instead of spiraling into despair, I saw it as an opportunity to break free from that corporate grind and create a life on my own terms.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat. Tell me more.
I had always been interested in writing and had even done some freelance work on the side, so I decided to take the plunge and focus on building my freelance writing business.
So you turned your side hustle into your main hustle? That's amazing.
It wasn't easy at first. There were definitely some lean months, but I was determined to make it work. I took online courses, networked with other writers, and slowly but surely my client base grew.
It's incredible how adversity can sometimes lead to the most unexpected and rewarding paths.
Absolutely. And that's when I truly understood the power of having multiple income streams. When one stream dried up, I had others to fall back on. It gave me a sense of security and freedom that I had never experienced before.
So let's talk about those income streams. You mentioned freelance writing, but what other options are out there?
The possibilities are endless. It really depends on your skills, your interests, and your resources. But here are a few popular and accessible options to get you started.
Okay, hit me with your top picks.
First up, we have the classic side hustle. This is any activity you do outside your main job to earn extra money. It could be anything from freelance writing or graphic design to dog walking or driving for a ride sharing service. The key is to find something that utilizes your existing skills and interests.
So it's like dipping your toes into the entrepreneurial waters without having to quit your day job.
Exactly. And a side hustle can be a great way to explore new passions, gain valuable experience, and build a portfolio while still having the stability of your main income source.
That makes a lot of sense. What about those of us who are looking for something a little more passive, something that doesn't require constant effort?
That's where passive income streams come in. These are income sources that generate money without requiring your constant involvement. Think of it like planting a seed that continues to grow and bear fruit over time.
Okay, that sounds amazing, but how do you actually create passive income?
There are a few different approaches. One popular option is investing in dividend-paying stocks or real estate. These investments can provide consistent returns without requiring you to actively manage them.
So it's like putting your money to work for you while you focus on other things.
Exactly. And another popular way to generate passive income is by creating and selling digital products. This could be anything from online courses and ebooks to templates and stock photos.
Hold on, back up. Did you just say create digital product? I wouldn't even know where to start.
It might seem daunting at first, but it's becoming increasingly accessible. There are platforms and resources available that make it easier than ever to create and sell digital products, even if you don't have any tech experience.
Okay, that's good to know. So let's see, I have a skill or knowledge that I want to share. How do I turn that into a digital product?
Let's say you're a whiz at creating spreadsheets or presentation templates. You could package your expertise into an online course or create a series of templates that people can purchase and use. Or maybe you're a passionate cook. You could create an ebook with your favorite recipes or even offer online cooking classes.
Wow, I'm starting to see the possibilities here. It's like taking something you're already good at and turning it into a source of passive income that's incredible.
It's all about identifying your strengths and finding creative ways to monetize them. And the beauty of digital products is that they can be sold repeatedly without requiring additional effort from you.
So you put in the work up front, and then you can potentially earn income from that product for years to come. That's amazing.
It's the ultimate set it and forget it income stream. And as you build a library of digital products, your passive income potential grows exponentially.
Okay, I'm definitely adding create digital products to my to-do list. What other income stream gems do you have up your sleeve?
Another avenue to consider is freelancing or consulting. This is a great option if you have specialized skills that you can offer to clients on a project basis.
I've heard a lot about freelancing, but I always thought it was just for writers and designers.
It's definitely popular in those fields, but freelancing opportunities exist in almost every industry imaginable. You could offer virtual assistant services, social media management, web development, financial consulting. The list goes on and on.
So it's about taking the skills you've acquired in your career and offering them directly to clients instead of working through a company.
Precisely. And the beauty of freelancing is that you have the freedom to choose your clients, set your rates, and work on projects that align with your interests and values.
It sounds like a great way to gain flexibility and control over your work life.
It definitely is. And as you build a strong reputation and client base, you can potentially earn more than you did in a traditional job with the added bonus of being your own boss.
Okay, so we've got side hustles, passive income, and freelancing. It sounds like we're building a pretty solid financial fortress here. Anything else we should be adding to our arsenal?
One crucial element that often gets overlooked is building an emergency fund.
Oh, right, the emergency fund. Isn't that just for unexpected car repairs and dentist appointments?
It can certainly cover those things, but its role becomes even more critical when you're building multiple income streams. It acts as a safety net during those transitional phases or when one income stream might be fluctuating.
I see what you mean. If one of my income streams takes a dip or I have sudden expense, my emergency fund can help bridge the gap without derailing my financial progress.
Exactly. And having that financial cushion can give you the confidence to take calculated risks and pursue opportunities that you might otherwise hesitate to explore.
So emergency fund check, side hustles check, passive income check, freelancing check. Feeling pretty empowered over here. Anything else we need to add to our financial toolkit?
One more thing. Never underestimate the power of networking and constantly learning new skills.
Okay, networking, I get it. It's all about who you know, right? But honestly, networking events make me want to crawl under a table and hide.
I hear you, but networking doesn't have to be all about awkward cocktail parties and forced small talk. It's about building genuine connections with people in your field. And beyond, it's about sharing ideas, supporting each other, and creating a community of like-minded individuals.
So like connecting with people online, joining industry groups, or attending workshops and conferences that genuinely interest me?
Exactly. And remember, it's a two-way street. Be generous with your knowledge and connections, and you'll find that people are more than willing to reciprocate.
Okay, I can get on board with that. What about learning new skills? I feel like I'm constantly playing catch up with technology.
In today's rapidly evolving world, continuous learning is essential. The skills that are in demand today might be obsolete tomorrow, so it's crucial to cultivate a mindset of lifelong learning.
So how do we stay ahead of the curve? Where do we even begin?
Embrace online courses, workshops, industry conferences, or even just reading books and articles in your field. There are so many resources available, both free and paid, that can help you expand your knowledge and skill set. The key is to be proactive and make learning a regular part of your routine.
You're making me want to sign up for a coding boot camp right now.
See, that's the spirit. And who knows, maybe that coding boot camp could lead to a whole new side hustle or even a career shift down the line. The point is, the more you learn, the more opportunities you create for yourself.
You've given us so much to think about already before we wrap up. I have to share that story I promised about my own job security wake-up call experience. Buckle up because this is a good one. Okay, so picture this. It's 2018. I'm fresh out of college, feeling like I've conquered the world, you know? And I landed a job at this big fancy tech company, the kind that boasts snap pods and kombucha on tap.
Oh, wow.
It was like winning the career lottery. I thought I was set for life.
Yeah.
So I'm living the dream, right? Free snacks, a ping pong table in the break room, stock options that I pretended to understand.
Right.
Life was good until one fateful Friday afternoon.
Uh-oh.
I open my inbox, and there it is, a subject line that leads, "Important announcement regarding company restructuring."
Oh, no.
My heart sank faster than a lead balloon in a swimming pool.
I know that feeling. It's like a punch to the gut.
It really is. Turns out my entire department was being dissolved.
Wow.
Just like that, poop gone. It felt like the rug had been pulled out from under me. I was devastated.
It's a harsh reminder that even in seemingly stable industries, things can change in an instant.
For sure. And that's when my job security wake-up call hit me like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
I realized I had been so naive to think that any job, no matter how fancy or well-paying, could guarantee long-term security.
It's a common misconception. We're conditioned to believe that a good job equals stability, but the reality is that the modern workforce is far more fluid and more predictable.
And so there I was, 22 years old, suddenly unemployed and feeling utterly lost. I called my mom blubbering about my shattered dreams, and she, being the amazing woman she is, calmed me down and gave me the best advice.
What did she say?
She said, "Honey, it's time to learn how to code."
That's great advice.
I know, right? I thought she was crazy at first. I mean, I was a communications major, not a tech wizard.
Yeah.
But her point was that in today's world, tech skills are like gold. You know, it's a way to future-proof your career and create opportunities.
She was absolutely right. Learning how to code opens up a world of possibilities from freelance web development to creating your own apps.
And so I took her advice. I enrolled in an online coding boot camp. And you know what? I discovered a hidden talent. I actually loved it.
Wow.
It was challenging, yes, but also incredibly rewarding.
That's a great example of how adversity can lead to unexpected growth and new opportunities.
Absolutely. And the best part is it completely changed my mindset. I realized that I wasn't just limited to traditional jobs. you know?
Right.
I could create my own path, build multiple income streams, and become financially independent.
That's the power of diversifying your skills and income. It gives you options and a sense of control over your future.
It's like that saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. If one basket falls, you've got others to rely on.
Exactly. And that's what we've been talking about this whole episode. Building multiple income streams is the key to achieving true financial security in today's world.
So to recap, job security is a myth. The world is changing faster than ever. But we don't have to be victims of these changes. We can take control of our financial futures by building multiple streams of income.
Whether it's through side hustles, passive income investing, or learning new skills, the options are endless. The key is to start taking action today.
Don't wait for a crisis to hit or for someone else to hand you an opportunity. Create your own opportunities. Build your financial fortress one brick at a time.
And remember, it's not about becoming a millionaire overnight. It's about taking small, consistent steps, building good habits, and having a long-term vision for your financial well-being.
So what are you waiting for? Pick one income stream idea and start working on it this week. Share your plans in the comments. We'd love to hear what you're working on.
Remember, you have the power to shape your financial future. Embrace it.
And that's a wrap on this episode of The Deep Dive. Thanks for joining us on this journey to financial freedom. Until next time, keep learning, keep hustling, and keep building those income streams.
Get off the bench, get in the game, no time to waste on sidelines. The world with me to death, trying to pull me into bad vibes. I don't really sleep until the sunrise. I feel most at peace when it is wild and loud on stage lights. Yeah, gotta have different revenue streams. That independent shit ingrained in our DNA. Gotta have different revenue streams. Never put all your eggs in just one basket. Gotta have different revenue streams. Yeah. Gotta have different revenue streams. Yeah, gotta have different revenue streams. Putting all my eggs in multiple baskets. Do you get it? Let's touch on it a little more. They'll brainwash us and sell us lies and try to kill us with Advil. A 40-year grind just to get that gold watch shit. I don't want it. Employ dark corporate ladders, no bullshit. Multiple sources of income. Work your whole life, get laid off your companies, get an auction. Multiple sources of income. We strapped with time, ain't no days off like yogurt and Wingstop. Multiple sources of income. Say it loud with your lips, no doubt till this thing get in with this. Multiple sources of income. Wanna pour into everything, giving back all is where I'ma gotta start. Multiple sources of income. Multiple sources of income. Multiple sources of income. They try to rush granny with it out premature. Book a hotel, we'll get that money. No sleep, solo my heart. That's why you don't love me. In the morning, quick texting. In holiday lounges, Keenan Thompson. Multiple sources of income. Give me what you got. All I want is multiple sources of income. Multiple. All I want is multiple sources of income. Multiple sources of income. Multiple. All I want is multiple sources of income. Multiple sources of income. Multiple. All I want is multiple sources of income. Multiple sources of income. Multiple. All I want is. Get off the bench, get in the game, no time to waste on sidelines. The world with me to death, trying to pull me into bad vibes. I don't really sleep until the sunrise. I feel most at peace when it is wild and loud on stage lights. Yeah, gotta have different revenue streams. Independent shit ingrained in our DNA. Gotta have different revenue streams. Never put all your eggs in just one basket. Gotta have different revenue streams. Yeah, gotta have different revenue streams. Yeah, gotta have different revenue streams. All my eggs in multiple baskets. Yeah, you get it. Let's touch on it a little more. Don't brainwash us and sell us lies and try to kill us with Advil. A 40-year grind just to get that gold watch shit. I don't wanna employ dark corporate ladders, the bullshit. Multiple sources of income. Work your whole life, get laid off your company's getting auctioned. Multiple sources of income. We strapped for time, ain't no days off like yogurt and Wingstop. Multiple sources of income. Say it loud with your lips poked out till it's sinking in with this. Wanna pour into everything, giving back all is where I'ma gotta start. Multiple sources of income. Multiple sources of it. Ain't tryna rush granny, wait it out, premature. Book book a hotel, we'll get that money. No sleep, Solomon heart, that's why you don't love me. In the morning, who's texting? In Holiday Lounge, it's Kenan Thompson. Sources of income. Give me what you got. All I want is multiple sources of income.